Howdy. How's everybody doing? Hello, hello. You guys can type into the question and answer section if you have questions or comments for me. If you have a question and I answer it online, I will put it on screen. I can do that, and then that way people will know what I am responding to. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Candy. Hello, Annette. So glad that you all are here to join me tonight. I've got some fun planned for you. We are going to be using our mist. Oh, good grief. I didn't come up with a rhyme. Y'all gonna have to help me with the rhyme. I was supposed to come up with a rhyme and I meant to grab one of my poetry books. So I need a rhyme. I'm here. Make sure you typed in that you are going to attend. So can everyone see me? Hear me? I am indeed here. And I like to wait just a few minutes to allow a couple of people to come in, a couple more people to come in, then we'll get started. Our prompt this week is rhyme. So hopefully I can come up with a rhyme. Candy, the chat on here is not friendly, so you won't be able to chat unless I actually bring you into what is called the Hangout, and only 10 people can come into the Hangout. So I'm not going to do that. Um, uh, so basically, again, if you're not inside the actual Hangout with me, the chat feature does not work. And since it is limited to only 10 people, I will not pull people into the hangout. I would like to say because of that, I am considering switching, and I am so sorry. I don't want to frustrate you, but Tina suggested Ustream, and Kyla also suggested Ustream, both saying that the chat feature is much better. And that is very appealing to me because I do miss the chat feature on Spreecast. I want us to be able to chat. So I'm thinking of making one more change, and if I do, it'll probably be next week. Ustream so that we can chat. The way that we would chat here is a little bit different, and would cause us to go to my website and have to install other software and lots of steps that I'm not willing to take. So I hope. Okay, good. I'm glad you can see and hear. I hope that you all can. And yes, that is a wise choice. If you are here and you are watching with me, make sure that you gesso your page. We are going to be using Mist tonight, um, in that color palette that I provided. And Mist spread very nicely with a gesso page, or they'll just kind of soak in. And if you don't gesso your whole page and part of them soak in and part of them don't, it's no big deal. That's okay. All right, so it is now 8:05. I'm going to go ahead and switch my camera angle and I'm going to get started. I am determined that these will go faster. I would love to finish within an hour, hour and 15 minutes each week. You know, depending on the techniques, it takes me different amounts of time. So I'm going for an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. That is my goal. And for those of you that are new here, I am Tiare. My blog is www.tiaresmith.com. I will have the page that we complete today or tonight posted on my blog tomorrow, as well as a link to the replay of this hangout of this class. So tonight, again, we're going to be using mists. I don't plan on using acrylics, if you can believe that. That's different from me. I'm planning on using my mists and maybe doing some doodling and using some Prima or other flowers on here. And we'll probably do, if we do a little painting, it'll be painting with the mist. All right, here we go. All right, so here we are. I have just on my page already. This is going to be kind of messy and fun all at the same time because we're going to be misting. I'm going to move my computer back a little bit so that I don't get mist all over it. There. Hopefully that will work. All right, so based on our color palette, I'm going to share with you a bunch of mists that I have on my table. I have some glimmer mists, mostly glimmer mists tonight. If I tell you the truth, my very favorite are the delusionals, but I don't have them in the color palette. So we're going to be using, I'm going to be using glimmer mist in Peach Delight. Oh, I've got two Peach Delights here, and they look very different as far as the color that they show. Peach Delight, Roll Top Desk. And here's the Peach Delight. Wheat Fields. This is Tattered Leather. And I've got Mr. Huey's here in double yellow, as well as a Mr. Huey's in Lucille. And then I always, you know, I've got a love relationship with black or this tarnished silver. So I may use that as well. And basically, I'm just gonna, I don't have any plans for this page. I'm just gonna mist a couple of colors on here. I'm gonna try to leave this a little bit white because I'm going to do some painting. And we'll just see. We'll see what happens. I have this little box. It's supposed to be a place for me to mist in, but as you can see, my pad is bigger than that. But I'm still going to place it in there, and I'm going to have some fun with my mist. Just mist, spray, have a little fun. And when you turn your paper up, as I've done, you see that the beautiful drips begin to happen. Uh-oh, my brown is not wanting to be. Let's see, we'll go for the top desk. That works. And I'm going to take my brush and get it a little wet, sponge brush, and just play with some of the colors, just a little. Just spreading them just a little. Very little, actually. I just want the colors to be on those areas of the page. But I really am liking the drip. So I'm going to stick with the drip, add some more of this wheat fields because I really like it. More peach delight because it's just so nice and orange. And of course, as you let it drip, if it's not dripping enough for you, you can always add water. And I think I like this, so I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to dry a little bit. Hello, Pam. And make sure that you all have said you are going to attend to make sure that you see this broadcast. When you mist your paper, always know that you can take a paper towel roll and roll over it. Like some of this is like puddles, so I want to pick some of that up, and you just roll over it. Don't roll back and forth, just roll one time, and if you want to go make a second pass, then that's fine as well. I think I've broken the neck of my camera or some such thing. So anyway, I'm loving how this looks. The colors look really nice to me. So sometimes when you mist, you can see shapes that you might want to trace around, but I don't really see any shapes. So I'm going to go ahead and paint some flowers on. I'm going to dry a little first and then paint some flowers. The sprays that I'm using, I used Glimmer Mist, and the colors that I used are Wheat Fields, Mr. Huey's Double Yellow, Glimmer Mist Roll Top Desk, and also Peach Delight. So those are the colors that I've used. Are you guys thinking of some rhymes for me? I need a rhyme for my page because this page might go by quick, quick, quick. Maybe. You know, I get a little crazy sometimes, so. All right, so I also have a Mr. Huey's in Lucille. So I'm just going to very loosely, I'm working with a loose hand, meaning being a little bit more free and less structured with my drawings. So I am going to paint a couple of flowers on here quite loosely using my Mr. Huey's Lucille. I'm going to spritz it here on my, this is freezer paper. I use freezer paper sort of as a, like a paint palette. Okay, so I'm going to spritz it on, and then I'm going to wet my paintbrush. So I'm kind of going to be using it almost like if it were watercolor. And again, it's going to blend somewhat with the colors that are already on the page because they do activate, their, water activated. So it's okay if a little bit of that happens. And these are just sort of like teardrops. Just gonna do another one here. But smaller. Then I'm gonna paint another one, but in a different color. Just adding a little bit more color to this one. And I'm just tapping it inside basically. Just a little bit of drying. I am going to wipe off this, which is sort of looks like a reddish color, like an orangish red. And I am going to use my Mr. Huey's in double yellow. I'm going to paint some more. I'm really painting on the second page, but just wanting to add another flower here. I did get some of the red on here, and that's no big deal. I'm making a mess but that's okay, because when I finish and I use my black pen, it'll all come together. So I'm going to put another one down here. And just as with the red one, this is a little smaller. And 3 odd numbers are great, so I'm going to put one here. I think it's kind of dark over there, but that's okay, because I am going to be pulling out my black pen. And that one's a little muddy. That's okay. Loving it. This is going to be cute, I think. Alright, I'm going to take my paper towel and roll over that just a little bit. Always just trying to get up the excess ink or mist. And it's funny because the paper towel is always so pretty to me. I am definitely going to have to start tearing off the paper towels and possibly using them to do something. Okay, so the glare is a little bothersome, but there, that's what it looks like right now. And I am really thinking about getting out one of my stencils and just doing a black stencil around here, some fun stencil, just to make it pop a little. And they'll just be quick and easy spurts. So excuse me while my hands and everything are off screen as I grab some cute stencil. Now, this is a stencil I do not use very often, this brick stencil. So I think I'm going to use this from Want to Scrap and do a couple of quick mists of it on my page, using that very lovely favorite of mine, which is the Tarnished Silver Glimmer Mist. And I'm not trying to get this perfectly. I just want to spritz a little bit here and there. So I'm just going to put it down, do a quick spritz. Uh-oh. Maybe not, because it doesn't want to spray. That is a problem. Do I have another one? I thought I had another black. Give me just a moment. Okay, I have this black velvet. I don't think I've ever used it, so I really hope that I like it. That still looks pretty good. So I hope this black velvet will work. powerful, but I like it. That is pretty fun and funky. I like it. Just wiping off my stencil here. Alright, I am going to, give me just a second. This looks a little. There. I think that looks a little better. Alright. Oh yes, that is perfect. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Now I'm going to dry just a little. And you can always, if you need to saturate or add more color, I think I'm going to leave this just as it is. Please feel free to do so. It is your page. You do whatever you like, what makes you happy. This is your art. I just want you to play, experiment, have fun, and decide on what you love. Because what I love might not be what you love. Yes. All right, now I'm looking for a pen. So that I can do a little bit of doodling. Oops. Think that's what I want. That. I'm just pulling out some different tip sizes actually. And dropping things on the floor. Yeah, I think I broke my neck. The neck of my camera, so it keeps dipping back, which really is terrible. Just have to pay attention because I think it moves because I think I broke the neck. All right, so let's see. So now this is the part where I talked about outlining. It's like not being so concerned about my flowers because I was going to outline. I'm actually just going to take a pen and kind of loosely draw around the edges to define them. And I think these are harder to use. So I'm going to get out my acrylic marker. I think these are Montanas. I don't know. It just says acrylic. Yeah, I think that says Montana. It's so little I can't read it. But anyway, I'm going to use my markers to do some outlining. You do have to get this ink flowing. There we go. The paint flowing. And mists are a little bit tricky. Trying to make this flow more. It's not flowing very well. Let's see if this one flows a little bit better. There. That's what I need. This might be hard because these, especially on the glimmer mist, because I think they're a little sticky, which doesn't provide a good surface for your markers. So be careful. If you're doing what I'm doing, just be careful. Because I don't want you drying out your markers for this project. And I don't want to dry out my own. And I might just grab my actual acrylic, even though I said we weren't going to use acrylic. I think I am going to grab my acrylic, black acrylic paint so that I can do this with a thin tip brush. If I can find a thin tip brush. Okie doke. I know I own one. Alright, so I'm just going to use a little acrylic paint and hopefully this works the way I want it to work. My black, as you can hear and see, is just about gone. I do need to go replenish a couple of my paints. And really, I'm just trying to outline. Very sort of loosely and whimsical, sort of. So as you can see, I'm just trying to whisk my brush across or around without getting too, the lines are kind of darker than I want, but that's okay. So I'm just again painting my flower, giving it some detail. Doesn't have to be perfect, that's fine. We'll put some stuff in the center. Hello, Tamiko. And of course, I do plan to, just like I said on my blog, use some uh, cream of flowers or some other kind of flowers with this. It's so funny when you mess up the flowers, like I messed this one up. But when you come in with your black, no one can tell those errors that you made because you provide the shape and you direct it. Trying to just add some little details by being like wispy is what I call it with the brush. Yes, maybe. Tamiko, you missed earlier. Tamiko, you missed it earlier when I said that I actually think I'm going to switch over to Ustream, and I apologize for being what I will call flaky or whatever because I keep switching. But the chat feature is better, which you know because you do Ustream. So I think that we're going to switch over to Ustream probably next week. I'm pretty sure because I need to chat with you guys and I don't love this. So we're just going to get this class gone and done and have some fun tonight. And then next week we should meet at Ustream and have fun chatting and creating there. How about that? I think that'll work so much better for everyone. Oh, that's some thick line right there. See, you can still add more details and layers and to your flowers. You don't have to stop. Little things like this, outlines, lines in the center, all add fun little details to the flowers and interest. I don't have a rhyme. Does anybody have a rhyme for me? No, no, no. You don't be bothered. You don't need to apologize for me repeating. Girl, that's no big deal. Gives me something to say. I have to think. Not that thinking is a bad thing. So I am going to not to exhibit, but to play this weekend at an art fair. I love going to art fairs and things like that because, of course, I get inspired by seeing other people's art. Um, but I'm just really kind of happy this weekend. Well, we do. I guess I was just thinking we don't have any plans, but we're going to go to the art fair. And then we're also going to go to the movies to see, I don't know the name of the movie, but Denzel's new movie. And I was just sitting here thinking, oh, I'm going to paint. I'm going to have all weekend to paint. Well, no, I guess that would mean not really. I was thinking that I was going to I've been thinking about doing a witch. You know, Halloween is my favorite. So I've been thinking about doing a witch, painting a witch like a big face. I'm starting to think about like would I like to paint like one big painting and have a specific spot in my house where I could switch out the paintings based on the season or holiday. So I think it'd be really awesome if in the next week or so I painted a witch or some Halloweeny type thing. So there we have this. Um, I have these little flowers here. I'm not sure if these are the flowers I want to use, but I'm going to pull out a couple. I just like that they're craft colors. I think I'm going to grab some more flowers and see what I think. So now I just want to add more flowers, but this time I want to add Prima or other flowers just in here bunched up with these to add more depth and dimension and interest to my page. I want a rhyme to go right here, but I have no idea what that rhyme is going to be because I neglected to find a rhyme before this time. Maybe that's what I should say. No rhyme at this time. So I've got this little drawer with some flowers. I got a few that are fall colors. Wow, I got the fall colors going on. I didn't realize it. I got a lot to choose from. These kind of turn me on, so yeah. Don't you love that? Even though green isn't a part of our palette, I think that might still be going on the page. I'm digging on these colors. Excuse me. You guys, excuse me. I know I'm trying to turn up my fan. So I kind of am all over the camera. There, I'm getting warm. So I'm like, I need to turn this fan up because I turned it down earlier because, you know, the temperature outside is dropping. So it's cooler in the house, but right now I'm warm. I don't know if I'm having my own personal summer or what. So I'm digging on these flower colors and I'm digging on the green. I do need something to go into the center of my flowers. I like that. I like these three. I might just stick with the 3. I might add more. But I'm almost feeling like I want to get some buttons. Now, we have not put buttons or brads in our book, but I'm thinking I just might be doing that tonight. I'm looking at brads right now. These are kind of boring though. Let's see. So perhaps, and I am going to grab some buttons. All right. So brads or buttons? Forget. Yeah, I know. I don't care. I'm down with brads and buttons in my book. It is what it is. So I'm looking for some cool buttons, and I think I found some. Not too concerned about the risk. It's a book. Nothing much is gonna happen to it. So I'm kind of thinking that I am gonna use these brads. Oh, I just stuck something under my nail when I was getting my buttons. Now my nail is hurting. Ouch! So I think I will use brads and buttons. Getting crazy. Getting crazy with it. Just have some fun. It's your page, it's your art journal. It doesn't have to all be paint. It can be anything that you have in your creative stash. Oops, I'm opening this one up before I stick it through the flower. That is too funny. All right, let's check these out. I see some black ones in here. And I see some small, oh, there's some bling in there too. I kind of like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. That right there. Do I need more flowers? Okay. Okay, so forget the oh, I thought you were telling me the risk of putting this stuff in my in my book. So is that my rhyme, Tamiko? Forget the risk and take the fall. Then it's worth it all. Okay, if it's what you want, then it's worth it all. Forget the risk and take the fall. Is that what it is? You gotta put it all in one quote. I like what I just said, which is if it's what you want, it's worth it all. Forget the risk and take the fall. I'm going with that, and I'm getting my mat me out so that I can adhere or gel medium. 4 lines, yeah. Okay, so that's what. Did I say it right? Or are you letting me know I'm all messed up? Because I like the way I just said it. Matt, this gel medium is a great adhesive. I'm going to have to be okay. I'm just going to make up my own mind. Every time this Georgia State Fair commercial come on, it just has me giggling because they are so happy to say monkeys riding dogs. There'll be monkeys riding dogs. It's just nuts. And you know, I am from Chicago, so monkeys riding dogs ain't something that I'm used to hearing. I'm like, who comes up with this? Who sits around thinking about this stuff? Well, let's get some monkeys to ride the dogs. You know, we'll put some monkeys on dogs. I'm, I do not know. Now I hope I may have to write my quote on different paper because, as you know, writing on top of glimmer mist is not working very well. I'm going to, which I haven't used in a while, is my charcoal pencil. I'm going to use it today, just a little bit around my flowers. And then you just little bit of shading and depth. The glimmer mist are, I call it sticky, especially I think the glimmer mist. This helps to make your art pop a little bit off the page. And as you can see, I'm not being very careful because I just want to smudge it. All right, I get it. I think I get it, Tamiko. If it's what you want, it's worth it all. Forget the risk and take the fall. 4 lines. If it's what you want, one, then it's worth it all. Forget the risk and take the fall. I love that because we talk about risk in my house, and I'm always willing to risk something to get what I want, or to make my dreams come true, or to do certain things. Shall I say? Now, I would like to have some fun, like swirly doos or something on here. So I'm thinking I want some, I wish I could doodle with my markers more. There, yes. I want some doodly doos. Little hearts and doodly. Did a couple of flourishes. You think I can write on this paper? This is working nicely. Here, it just didn't work on here. Maybe it's because it's so saturated. I'm loving this. And now I want to write Tamiko's cute little rhyme, which is, if you want it, it's worth it all. Forget the risk and take the fall. If it's what you want. All right. So it is 9:01. I said I wanted to be done by 9:30. So it's time. It's time to write. You know what? I got one more thing I'm going to try because I have my Copic, and my Copic is actually usually the thing that works well on top of everything. So let's see. Well, I don't like to really write with it though. All right. I'm going to write this. If it's what you want, then I'm going to write what you want, just like I cannot print. I can write, but I cannot print. Oop, coming out the can. All right, if it's what you want, then it's worth it all. Forget the risk and take the fall. If that's wrong, that's all right. Oh, it looks so blurry. All right. There you have it. That is my page. That is my signature. The signature is the seal, the deal. I love it. I think it looks pretty good. I love it. I think it turned out pretty good. That is my page for tonight with the mist and the flowers and some bling and some brads and our rhyme. Supposed to have a rhyme this week. That was the prompt. If it's what you want, then it's worth it all. Forget the risk and take the fall. If it's a fall. Might not be a fall. Alright. Switching my camera so I can say good night to you lovely ladies. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, ladies, I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that you were able to create with me. And I also hope that you heard me when I said that we are going to probably be switching to Ustream. Of course, when I send out the invite and I post everything, I will let you know that for sure. But in the meantime, this page will indeed be posted on my blog at www.tiare.com for everyone to see, as well as a link to the replay. So if you need to watch the replay, it will be there. Thank you, Barb. Thank you, Tamiko. Thank you, everyone. You guys have a great night. Thanks. I really enjoyed this. This was quick and easy, just the way I've been hoping to get it done in a faster fashion. 2 hours. Most of the time, we're done in about an hour and a half, but I'm trying to cut it down to an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes, and be done by like 9:15. So I hope you created. I hope that you will share your creation with me in my Art Party Wednesdays with Tiare Facebook group. I want to see your pages. Please share, please share, please share. And tell your friends, bring your friends. We have fun. It's great. I love it. I love creating with you. I love sharing. This is awesome. I hope you had a great night, and I will see you next time. Bye.